Reduce your sugar content. Do some amount of intermittent fasting. To go for walking every day. Namaste, this is Dr. Samarth P. Rao, practicing at Amrita Ayurvedic Center, Baswangudi. This episode I'm going to give you practical tips on reducing your high blood sugar level in your blood and in your body. The first practical tip is buy a new pair of shoes and go for walking every single day. Do 8 to 10,000 steps of walking every single day. One of my senior Ayurvedic Vaidyas, when I was a student doctor, he would advise his patients, if you go to a function, if it is your child's birthday, you have a piece of cake, don't worry about it. Do extra 10 minutes of walking. You will burn that sugar in your cake. You have a jamun, it's a celebration. It is your anniversary, it is your birthday. You have to have a piece of sweet. So don't restrict yourself. Learn to live with diabetes. In Ayurveda also, diabetes is told as a yapya vyadhi. It can be controlled. It is not that it is impossible to cure it, but it is a yapya vyadhi. You have to maintain it and go. So the first tip was to go for walking every day. Second tip, you have to do sufficient amount of weight training at least twice a week. So this is through exercise. The third tip I am going to give you is reduce your sugar content. Have and enjoy a sugarless coffee, sugarless tea. So this is a very practical tip. Doctor, I am habituated to having 2 spoons of sugar in my coffee every day in the morning. That gives me my kick. And that makes me wake up early in the morning. You can get over that habit. It's going to take you 1 week. 1 week, you enjoy a sugarless coffee and you will enjoy the taste of coffee, the true bitterness of coffee, the wonderful aroma and taste of coffee without the dash of sugar in it. So, learn to have a sugarless coffee, sugarless tea. Reduce your sugar intake. So, be very mindful about how much sugar you are going to consume. The next tip I am going to give you is do some amount of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting comes in different ways, but have a restricted eating window period and have a full fasting window period. Example, I am going to have all my food between 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. In the evening, and I am not going to have any food from 7 p.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning. So a good fasted state allows all our insulin to settle and allows the cells to start getting more desensitized and to become more sensitive to glucose and insulin, and the cells are going to be less restrictive to all that glucose in your blood. So put in a bit of fasting now and then. So the fasting helps in the cells to be less resistive. My next tip I am going to give you is consume rice once a day. Look at other options of eating. You have plenty of protein options for non-vegetarians. For vegetarians also, you have a lot of protein options like lentils and paneer and different other options. You can have plenty of vegetables in your diet. You can have also different kinds of fats, healthy fats, oil, ghee. If you have a very high cholesterol level, please try to avoid them. But if it is just the sugar that is bothering you, you can consume all the fat. It's more fulfilling. The next tip I'm going to give is be creative. Start using millets. You can make an idli that is more tastier than anything else using millets. You can make a dosa using millets. You can make a roti using all the different kinds of millets. So that's a very good option out. The next tip I want to give you is do a small amount of meditation every day. Retrospect back on yourself every day. Be responsible for yourself. What food you ate that day, how much you ate, how much you've adhered to your walking habits, how much less stress intake you have taken. That is very important. There is a lot of rubbish that we are collecting in our minds and hearts in our everyday scenarios. It is very important that we reduce this collection of rubbish thoughts in our head and also all the stress collecting factors. Let us keep the people away from our lives who are causing a lot of stress in our lives. That is one very important thing, because you are going to live a life for yourself. So that extra buildup of stress can affect your personal life to cause all bad choices in your life. Whether it is that emotional eating that you do, or that comfort ice cream that you go for, or that comfort food that you go for, to fill that emotional void. So there is a lot of emotional connection to diabetes as well. So don't be in a hyper stress situation always. And the final tip I'll give you is have a good night's sleep. Take a bit of oil, massage your feet and massage your head every day before your bed. That will give you a good sound sleep. When you have a full good sound sleep, you will be very active, you will be very productive during the day, you can get all your exercises in time, you will be aware about what you eat, and this can help you reduce your blood sugar levels. Next episode, I'm going to tell you all the different herbs and vegetables that will help you reduce your blood sugar levels. Thank you.